All right, I'm getting started even though I haven't finished writing my very small little list of things to try and cover because I am tired and I knew today would be hard, but I definitely did not anticipate having a phone interview for my application for getting back onto Snap so early. And I am not a morning person, and I don't like being asked questions over the phone by someone working for an agency when it's clear that they haven't actually reviewed the actual application. They're just asking the same questions. It's like, I already did this on the other side of this application. Someone has already asked me these questions, and the reason why certain things are blank is because I don't really know the answer, or things have changed in just the couple of days since I submitted it. And people don't like to hear that. They don't like to understand the fact that if you are a person who is largely affected by external stimuli, your life is constantly changing. And all of us are affected by external stimuli, unless we are in prison or in a hospital room or hiding inside of our houses, which is something that I would say I enjoyed to do, but that's not necessarily the truth. It is the fact that I can regulate what external interactions that I have to deal with a lot easier if I am inside of a house. Now, we got to do something fun the other day. We finally watched a TV show that I have been avoiding watching for over 3 years, I think, because of the association that my mind made with it. It is Our Flag Beans Death. It's hilarious. It's really good. And it hurts because I am still stuck with these associations. And that is what my mind does. My mind, instead of possibly remembering your name, instead of sometimes remembering your face or what role it is that you play in a certain type of situation, I have to make associations. And sometimes they are not necessarily healthy because they keep me from content and things that might be educational or enjoyable to me. And so I have to constantly be pushing myself into new territories when I hold a lot of trauma inside of my body and inside of my mind. And that is what I have to deal with all the time. So, fair example of this is that the other day when I was unable to be able to see my case manager because I was not having a good day, very stressed out, dysregulated, when I was going in to try and see one of the drop-in therapists, I got completely, even worse dysregulated after going out to my vehicle to try and calm myself down. Because when I came back in, there was a bunch of people. The person who I was supposed to be meeting with had gone back into their office. There was a song playing on the radio that I knew, and I was like, nope, this is not happening. And so I chose another option, which was to go and find connection to services that would actually help me with regulation. And if I had access to those at the place that I resided at, it would be a lot different because then I would probably just be at home. pose. And it was a shower and getting some snacks and seeing a friendly face. Sort of the three things that happened in my interim. Now, I'm getting way off track, but it is the anniversary of when I decided to start Seeds of a Revolution Patreon page, which apparently now is kind of a business. It is a part of my business, and one of the things that I want to do with my business is create multimedia content. That's really difficult because when I think of multimedia, I'm not just thinking of videos. I'm thinking of songs, playlist, walks, tours, places to go visit, people to meet, connections. It is an entire world that I am creating because it is the world that I inhabit, and I make these kinds of connections and associations all of the time. And I don't really get a very good option of being able to flip a switch and saying, I'm done with this. But that's what people do to me. And I'm left in the dark or in the light, not feeling very cool, not feeling very safe. But I'm going to read you a poem. I just wrote it the other day, so fresh poem, I know. And yes, I am laying on the ground, and you are on the ground with me. We are just trying to take things nice and slowly. This is titled Black Flag. They call them red flags, like they were never white, a cue to cease fighting, rudely interrupted by your greed, that all the blood they soaked up could not be washed, that the stain was too bad for it to be used again, for something different, recycled and rebranded after undergoing significant healing, like the dye job would always be seen, only by those paying attention. Then at least we could swap stories of the skinned knees, the passioned pleas, the sobbing trees. Their blood stained it green originally, but I am black, a precious mix of all of these. Dirty laundry for all to see. I do not hide in a closet. I hide in the embrace of a never-ending sleep, a silence loudly piercing the working machines. You were warned. Stop pretending. And that's that. On that note, since you got that fun poem read for you, there's a lot of different events that are happening. I'm a part of some of them. I'm going to be around for some of them. That's going to be very stressful. If you see me and you decide to engage in trying to have a conversation with me, please, by all means, ask me how I'm doing, and I will probably give you a real answer. So if you want me to just say, okay, don't ask me how I'm doing, because typically I'm not doing okay. And I have a show booked, and I have a lot of preparation and things to do for it. It is on August 21st, which, if you are familiar with me, you may maybe recognize that date as being important. It is a Thursday, and I will be doing multimedia artist showcase along with a celebration of, well, life and death, because that is the day that my brother died and my world changed immediately. So I have a lot of planning. I'm gonna let you go. I do need help with that. I was going to plan and do a little expo whiteboard listing off some of the needs that I definitely still have. Some of my wants, because I always like to throw those out there just in case anybody is feeling particularly nice. And just struggle through this day because my whole nervous system, I think, just, there's a lot of weight from the years of the past that are all just crushing down on me, and it's making it very difficult for me to do a lot of things, but I am still trying to get organized and pack and make breakfast, etc., etc., etc. Anyway, I love you, and I will always love you, and that is a fact. Now, whether or not that love starts to become coupled with hate, whether or not that love is something that is more toxic for me and my continued progress forward into the future, is a whole different story that I can tell. But I will not right now, because I have other things to do. And even though I'm not good at prioritizing, I definitely try.